Welcome to On the Slab Horror Show.
Hello and welcome back to the On the Slab Horror Show, the show that we bring to you each and every Friday night. Why we do this on a Friday night? Because Friday night is horror night. The slogan's so good, we got it on a T-shirt. Now, I'm looking in the picture here of our guest, and I see two other faces on the outside, which are some unreal little statues. The lamp, the lamp with the head in the cover is awesome. And then you've got this. Look at this cool motherfucker with a tie on, just chilling. But
Yeah,
tonight we're joined by director Scott B. Hansen. How are you, sir?
doing well. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to come on.
Oh
I know
yeah,
you're a busy man. Upcoming projects and all
trying
that.
to be. Yeah,
Um, so we might as well jump straight into it. Obviously you're based in the US as a director. So why don't you tell us a
yeah,
little bit about yourself and how you got into that line?
yeah. I'm based in Atlanta, Georgia. I have a studio here called Digital Thunderdome, and it's like 41 sets on 3 acres. And it's a lot of fun, you know. So we make movies here. I founded the company in 2013, and we produced about 34 movies now, and I've directed three. Um, but yeah, we I've been in the film industry for 16 years now. I've done a ton of metal videos. That's how I got my start in the industry. Was kind of learning on smaller budgets with metal videos, and I got a couple cool gigs like Texas Chainsaw 3D, you know, the Steadicam op, and kind of jumped around. And I really wanted to um, do my own thing and kind of have more control because I worked on a lot of big studio movies, and then that kind of led me to Georgia. And I've been in Georgia for 8 years now, so I've
Nice.
been just making movies here. So
Are you from Georgia, no, or from Atlanta?
no, I'm from Virginia. There was not much of a film industry there, so I started off in Virginia, and then I actually went to Georgia, went to school here at Savannah College of Art and Design. I got like a full ride for sequential art for comic books, basically.
Nice.
And I was going to school for that, trying to work in Marvel or DC, and accidentally got involved in film. I was helping a roommate do some 48-hour film festival, and just the process of going through that blew my mind, and I was hooked. It was like it was like comic books in motion, essentially. And I just changed my major right away. And yeah, but it was kind of funny to go from having a full ride for something else and hopping in, taking a left turn on film. And I never expected it. So I think that's the cool thing. If people are like, oh, should I go to a college? You never know, because it's like you're going to have so many more talented people than you there, and you're going to learn and be inspired. So I
I
was
mean,
totally inspired.
it's looking like a good change.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I still draw, and I can't express how important drawing is for making movies. I think making movies, you need, if you're going to direct or like be a DP or whatever in film. I think you should be able to draw. I think the just line of perspective and knowing lighting and shading is huge. And I can, I credit inspiration from like Del Toro, Guillermo del Toro, or James Cameron, who can just pop a quick drawing in seconds to explain the shot. And I do the same thing, you know. So I'm big into
Nice, nice. I can't even draw a stick man.
that.
Now I will say my 8-year-old is a phenomenal drawer.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
Heck yeah.
he didn't get it from me anyway. But yeah, he'll sit down like he had we one day for a present he wanted something to draw, and we found it's basically make your own comic book. So
Oh,
it's like
cool.
pages are all done out like comics, and you draw your own
Oh,
things in it.
yeah.
Some of them are really good.
That's awesome.
Uh,
Dang.
it was a cool little present. He was delighted with life.
Heck yeah. It just
Yeah,
teaches you it's something it makes you feel good. You're not on your phone. You're like physically doing something and drawing and focus, and it just takes your mind to another realm, and then you imagine things. And I always it's the root of all creativity, just doodling, drawing, cave paintings, whatever. So
I mean, it's some way of getting into it though, being given a full scholarship for one thing, and then nope, I'll just
yeah,
slip out and go the other way.
yeah, especially now because like I mean people you can just learn everything on YouTube nowadays. But I don't know. I think for me, like turning it into like a career for me, with music videos and all that. And I was into metal bands. That's how I got into, like doing these videos. Like it was great, it was very inspiring and just learning so much. And
Yeah,
I've just been a horror fan, so huge fan. I
yeah.
think
Well,
that's
I,
important.
I suppose no matter where you look, there always seems to be that correlation of metal and horror, doesn't there?
Yep,
Now I'm not a music fan in any way, shape, or form,
yep,
really, but yeah, you always see the same thing. Like when you see people that you just know that what they're into and stuff.
yep. Yeah.
Um, and then you have me who just watches film after film after film after film.
Awesome though. Love that.
Yeah, so, we might as well jump straight into some of your back catalog. You mentioned one there, um, already that you worked on as a steady cam in Texas Chainsaw 3D. Probably one of the most
Yeah,
polarizing entrances in the whole franchise. Um, Not loved by a load, but the people that do love it, and I'm actually one of them. I quite enjoyed it. Obviously, some of the
yeah,
corny lines were a bit funny. The "do your thing" cause was just an
yeah.
awful line, but I thought the
It
movie
was
was quite fun.
yeah, it was I mean, yeah, it was fun, like it was hot. It was shot in Louisiana. And I remember it was the 3D movie, which was my first experience with that. So the Steadicam had two red cameras pointed at each other, to get that 3D aspect. And I
Yeah,
remember setup was like 60 pounds. So I'd be lugging that around. I would have brakes, obviously, but I just remember 60 pounds of that, in between like 10, 12-hour days, pretty crazy. So it was a great
yeah.
workout. I don't remember all the shirts turned to water. It was Louisiana is different too. It's very swampy, hot, and alligators, and the mosquitoes have wingspans there. It's killer.
three
So
3 feet wide.
yeah, they were huge. So, but obviously having Alexis Diodario on set was super amazing. She was nice to everybody, and then I got to meet Bill Moseley. I'm a
El
huge
El Chop Top himself.
Yeah, I'm a huge Devil's Rejects fan, and House of a Thousand Corpses and just all his stuff. And I got to meet him, and it kind of I ended up putting him in one of my first movie called The Possession Experiment. He was in that for the opening scene. But yeah,
Nice.
no, it just kind of opened up doors for me. That movie came out in 2017, I think, 2016. That was my first horror movie, and it got a lot of press, and it was low budget, extremely low budget. Um, like so, yeah. But we had Bill in that for a couple of days, and it was pretty cool working with him again. So
Yeah, I've heard of a few people that have worked with him, a few directors we've had it, that he's just such down to earth person. Uh,
yeah, he's cool, man. He's so chill. I've met a lot of famous people here and there, and you meet weird ones who don't talk to you, people that don't look at you, people who will just talk your ear off. And he's definitely like super cool, luckily.
yeah, I heard that actually the newest movie he has out now that's due out soon is The Fetus by Joe Lamb.
Yeah. I saw
Yeah,
that trip.
yeah. I've seen the movie.
Oh, cool.
Um, yeah.
That's
We had
Laura
Joe.
Lavera, right? She,
Yeah, it's
Terrifier. Yep.
before Terrifier though.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, he's so fucking good, and he's just so good in everything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
So we were actually talking about this in the group chat that we have. So at the time of recording, yesterday would have been the 20th anniversary, or the day before would have been the 20th anniversary of the Devil's Rejects.
Wow,
Uh,
that's cool.
yeah, but
That's it. That's
I
one of my all-time favorite endings, and just
it
that whole
should have
movie.
stayed there.
Yeah, I kind of love that movie. It's just so. I like both of them. You know, I love House of a Thousand Corpses too, and I mean,
I
Sid Haig is just. I miss Sid like so much. I wish he would have had another decade because he's just starting to, and he's been around forever, but the horror community really embraced him in the last 10, 15 years. And
Yeah, he
he's
just seemed
like
to
one of the last
reinvent himself, didn't
icons.
he?
Yeah. It was so cool to see him.
Um,
I met him a few times. I even tried to cast him. We had him locked in actually for Bad Candy, which is a anthology that had come out 2020. We had him locked in around 2019, and then he passed away right after
oh
doing
no,
oh during
yeah,
that. So,
he did. He went just before the premiere of it, didn't he?
yeah. So
Yeah.
we had him locked in for that, and then he died, and couldn't believe it. So
Mm. I did say now I'd seen photos of him in the shoot of Three from Hell,
yeah,
and I was like, he does not look. I knew everyone knew he was sick anyway, but I was like,
yeah, he
he
looked really
really
frail.
didn't look well. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked bad.
I didn't overly like that. I think they should have just left him out of it,
Yeah,
but I know why they put him in.
yeah, I know. Just to get that yeah, I mean Richard Brake was a good yeah, it was cool to see Richard Brake, but it's still tough
Yeah.
to see him go out like that.
Yeah, although I think it was the right way to do it, not have him do too much in the film, just take him out,
Yeah.
and what they had him executed, which was funny. I thought that was pretty funny, considering he just survived being shot like 400 times.
I know, right?
Uh, but I do think myself that the movie wasn't needed. I was one that enjoyed it,
Yeah.
but
If he would have been in the full movie, it would have been cool, but you could tell they were just trying to piece what they could together with him
yeah,
passing away.
yeah, it was unfortunate. But anyway, so let's jump back onto some of your projects. So obviously Texas Chainsaw was one, um, which actually is quite a big one when you look at it in terms of the name of the franchise.
Oh yeah.
But you mentioned a couple of your own projects there, Bad Candy and sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. I won't go away.
Yeah, I had that Possession Experiment was my first one, and then Bad Candy after that, and then Devour is the third. Uh,
So I haven't had a chance to see the other two.
yeah,
It's hard. It's hard to get indie movies over here.
no, I bet.
Yeah. Normally, what the way I rely on it is people will send me stuff to watch, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
Now sometimes Amazon Prime over here gives us some random things, and I'm like, yes.
yeah, that's
Uh,
cool.
mm, but yeah, so I'll get my hands on them at some stage,
Oh, okay.
and I will let you know what I think of them. But the one you mentioned there was the one that I actually seen pop up all over my Facebook when I was away recently. In Devour.
Yeah.
Um, so I seen that pop up, and I was instantly hooked in because I'm a huge werewolf guy.
Oh
So
yeah.
once I
Yeah.
seen that, I was like, "Yep, I'm all in here." So why don't you tell
Oh
us a little
yeah.
bit about that?
Yeah, no, the werewolf is the Wayne Anderson made that, and It was
We're
looking at a picture, trying to find a picture, but
sorry about that, folks. We had a technical glitch pop up there. What I was saying recently there was when I was away, I seen the trailers for Devour drop all over my social media because I've quite a few friends on Facebook that are in the indie scene, and this movie literally blew up my Facebook that morning for probably the whole day. And once I seen it was a werewolf, I was all in, all in. You never had a chance of not getting a message.
yeah, it was cool.
Yeah,
It was fun to just even film the damn thing. It's like 13 feet tall. And obviously, there's an actor in it, but I remember filming the werewolf a couple of times and just pausing. I know it's fake, but it just looked so real, And
yeah.
I would pause and just like forget what I was doing and look up at it, and then
Like,
everybody's like, "Oh shit, you gotta stop." I was like, you know, the I mean, I know it was fake, but it was so cool, like to see it move, and just run around. And we have a scene in Devour where there's like 35 people that get killed in like 30 seconds, maybe 40 seconds or something. And that scene alone with the werewolf took forever. It took like 4 days to film that.
well, so that we won't call that a spoiler because
Yeah, I know.
so somebody dying in a horror film is probably to be expected.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's a lot of kills for sure. But yeah, the werewolf was definitely one of the highlights of the movie. And it's made by Wayne Anderson, who did Pennywise, the 2017. He did all the makeup, and he did Jurassic World. He did a couple of dinosaurs and the Predator. He did the Predator suit and Predator face.
which
Um,
which Predator though?
the last two, I think the 2017 one, it's called The Predator, and then he did the Prey, the
Prey
Hulu
was
one.
Prey was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was crazy.
The Predator was absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, I can't wait. And there's a new one now. I know
In,
he
in,
didn't do
in,
that one, but
into the Badlands.
yeah, Into the Badlands, and it's like an animated one.
The animated one was really good actually.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet. Yeah,
I'm not a huge animated fan, but I watched it when it came out. I really enjoyed it.
yeah. I'm
Dan
excited.
Dan Trachtenberg done it again, so he done
Oh,
Prey.
he's so good. He's so good.
Yeah, that's he's just one of them guys, isn't he? Like the boys to Prey to this is.
Well, yeah, he did that pilot episode of The Boys, I think, right?
Yeah, I think he's done a few of them.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Uh,
I love The
Um,
Boy.
but so tell us a little bit about Devour. Where did the idea come from?
Yeah, so Devour came from In Bad Candy. It's not a sequel, it's just the same universe.
Oh,
So In
nice,
Bad
nice.
Candy, which has Corey Taylor from Slipknot and Zach Galligan from Gremlins, they're telling scary stories. And in one of the segments, you see a poster in the bathroom before this guy gets murdered, and it says Virginia Bitches. So
Oh,
3 years before Devour was shot, we had teased it as like an idea of like it's four chicks in a metal band who were vampires, and that's essentially what it became. It was called the Virginia Bitches, which is the band name of the girls, but distribution kind of overruled me on changing that for press and stuff. But yeah, it's essentially that four chicks in a metal band who are vampires, and they break down in a small town full of cannibals led by a warlock. It's gonzo batshit crazy horror. If I had to compare it to anything, I would say it's Big Trouble in Little China meets
ah,
from Dusk Till Dawn.
why
So
would
it's
you mention that movie? That's my favorite movie
yeah.
of all time. Of all movies
Oh,
to
me too.
mention.
Me too. I'm a huge Kurt Russell fan, and the band manager in the movie is Jerry. His name is Jerry, and he's played by Gus Langley. The craziest movie voice. He has a Kurt Russell vibe to him a little bit. You'll
Nice.
see some parallels to it, but I that's one of the best movies of all time, I
Yeah,
think.
that's
Yeah.
it's my favorite. It's my favorite movie of all time.
Oh hell yeah, yeah, and just a mix of magic and chaos and monsters, and
But it
it's
was
just
done. It was done perfectly. Like it took in Chinese folklore. It didn't take the piss out of them with fucking hyper voices and everything.
yeah,
Well, to an extent, it didn't. And the fact that Kurt Russell wasn't the lead actor in it.
yeah. It was kind of like just a group of people.
Yeah, well, Dennis Dunn is the real lead in the film.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I love that movie. But yeah, I mean, we're in that realm, from Dusk Till Dawn meets that. And it's just a wild movie. But there's dark comedy. There's a huge Civil War scene that opens, so you kind of see how old one of the vampires is.
oh,
And
nice.
just kind of establishes character. But yeah, and it jumps around a little bit, but then it settles on the fictional town of New Salem, and it directly connects to Bad Candy, which is pretty fun. A little, if you see Bad Candy, you'll see the connection when Devour comes out.
I will try my hardest to get a hold of it.
Yeah, totally.
So when are we expecting Devour to come out?
We don't have a date yet, but I think it's going to be the second or third week of October. They're still figuring that out with distribution. And then that trailer I sent you, like that'll come out very soon. It should be out
Yeah.
very like the next 10 days. I'm hoping. So they got to start getting it.
I got to see the trailer. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
awesome.
you got it. Yeah, you got a little. Yeah, you got to see the trailer, and I can't wait. Like everybody's only seen the teaser, which was like 40 seconds, and that's from like January or whatever.
Yeah.
But that helped get us out there a little bit too. So
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what. As I said to you, when I messaged you that day, I was in Tenerife, and I was
oh
sitting
nice.
on the sofa, waiting for my sunscreen to dry in, so I could go down to the swimming pool, so I didn't get burned. Because, being ginger, you get burned by the moon.
Oh yeah, burn
And it
fat.
was like 30. It was like 35 degrees or something that day.
Oh
So I was
man.
sitting watching it, and I was like, "Yes, new werewolf movie."
Yeah.
And so my two kids, like, I have a big horror sleeve, and like I have a horror walkway into the house and stuff. And they're
Yeah.
like, "Can we see?" And I was like, "No, no." But like my young lad likes Goosebumps and stuff, so he's starting to get into it. But my little one, she's only 6,
Oh,
and like,
nice.
even my missus turned around to me one day and said she's going to be exactly like you are. So in our apartment, before we moved it around, we had the sofa sort of half in the room off, trying to split the kitchen and the sitting room. And
Yeah.
myself and herself were watching we were watching Beetlejuice one day, and we didn't
Oh,
hear the
hell yeah.
little one sneak in the door, and she got down behind the sofa behind us and watched Beetlejuice from behind the sofa.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Start me
uh,
up.
yeah. And I was like, yeah, but she's like obsessed with Wednesday. Now we didn't let her watch the TV show, but
Oh, yeah.
she loves the original Adams Family and things like that. And I'm like, yeah,
Hell yeah. That's,
starting them off properly.
you have to.
Yeah. Now he's got 2 years before I can show him Nightmare on Elm Street at the same age I watched it.
Oh, yeah. Remember
But
watching that. I went over to a friend's house and slept over, and we were not supposed to watch a movie, but we had VHS. I remember I got to see that
in the
opening.
red box.
Yeah. I still have it at home. Love that movie.
Nice. Yeah, I was only talking to my missus today about it. Today, I was like, the reason I got into one of the other interviews I done, someone asked me, they said, "What got you into horror?" And I says, probably the defiance that my parents told me there was 3 movies I wasn't allowed to watch:
Oh yeah.
Exorcist, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Nightmare on Elm Street. And I'd
Oh
seen
man.
them all. I'd seen them all before I was 12.
Hell yeah.
Uh, I'm not sure why, because obviously it's a different era now, and obviously The Exorcist was a lot more scary back then.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's just I was seeing them all, and I was like, yeah, this is my thing.
I love the X. It's such a great movie. It's crazy, and to see how dated if you look at all the medical scenes, like they're smoking cigarettes the whole time. It's awesome. Like that's how it was back then. It's like a
See,
time capsule.
I'm not overly mad on The Exorcist. Like, I
I
understand
love
what
it. Yeah.
I understand what it done for horror and stuff, and like it's a fantastic movie. But possession movies aren't really my thing. They'd be lower down the
Yeah.
subgenre for me.
Yeah.
So, although I must say no, I do really love The Conjuring 1 and 2.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
But
Those two are great.
that
I'm
was
stoked for the
that
last
was
one. I
something
saw the
different.
trailer. Yeah, I just saw the trailer for the last one. It's supposed to be the final one or whatever. It looked pretty good.
Yeah, it's well, it mightn't be the final one in the universe, but it's the last one that Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga are doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no doubt we'll get another 54 Annabelles and another 6 Nun films along the way.
Yeah.
But
I
sure,
love
that's
Texas
for some.
Chainsaw. I've been to there's that gas station. They sell it's in Texas. I don't know if you ever go. If you ever go to the States, go down to the Texas Chainsaw. It's from the original. It's the gas station. Where they
Oh, it's a
sell
hotel now, isn't it?
yeah, it's like a hotel, and it's like you can get barbecue there, and they sell all kinds of Texas Chainsaw merch. It's pretty funny. So
Nice. Actually, I seen someone I know went over and done it.
yeah,
And then the original house is a restaurant now, isn't it?
yeah, and
Yeah,
the remake too, the Michael Bay one. That house you can drive up to, but you can't go in. That's a creepy
yeah,
house.
you're a
So
good bit away from the house, though, aren't you? You're kept well
yeah,
clear of it.
you're like at the
That
street or whatever, but it's creepy from the street.
that
So,
for me, that O3 one is better than the original.
yeah, definitely,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah. I fully think it's a better movie than the original one.
Yeah, no, I think who was Marcus Neisfeld made those, I believe.
The
Yeah,
O3 one.
yeah, I think so. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I know Michael Bay produced it.
Yeah, those are crazy, and yeah, I just a great remake. If you were to like a remake, those are some good ones for sure.
Yeah, Marcus Nicepel. Yeah, I couldn't remember his second name.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think everything bar Leatherface in that movie was better.
yeah, it was intense, and
Gunner was phenomenal though, and that one had Jessica Biel though.
Jessica Biel in a white
Yeah,
shirt running. You
yeah.
can't beat that.
It was funny. I actually seen a picture there the other day that popped up, and it was like 2003 did horror movies right. Every girl, the final girl, had a white tank top on. It was Eliza Dushku in
Oh
Wrong
yeah.
Turn.
Oh man,
Um, there was loads of them. It was great.
she's so good too.
What a time to be alive.
Uh,
But back to Devour. So we've got werewolves, we've got vampires in it, we've got a warlock. So basically, it's everything you could rather not run into, and you're going to
yeah,
run into it in one place.
yeah, and there's sirens as well. There's male sirens, which I hadn't seen before. So we
Okay,
have these cops who are sirens, and they're
but we don't give too much away.
yeah, well, okay, yeah, I won't give too much, but we have sirens, and then we have a minotaur scene that's pretty
Oh, we got a
wild.
minotaur as well.
If you like the trolls, yeah, big ass minotaur. She's like 14 feet, but she's huge. Yeah,
Nice.
minotaur is crazy.
Now the important thing is, right? You're starting the second or third week of October. The real question is, when am I going to get to see it?
Yeah, I could probably get you to see it earlier because we'll need some
Yeah,
reviews.
right
So
here.
I'll definitely be able to send a link here pretty soon. Actually,
Yeah, because as I said, it's tough over here when things are sent out and they're like distribution, it doesn't come to Ireland. I'm like, for fuck's sake.
I know.
Although the
Yeah.
horror scene in Ireland is actually starting to grow and get bigger.
Oh yeah.
So we actually have a horror con. We had a
Oh,
small
that's
horror
cool.
con last year, but we have a nationwide one going this year.
Oh, cool.
Um
Where
in
at? Where's it?
just beside the airport.
Oh,
Like
cool.
literally like 5 minutes from the airport.
That'll
Yeah.
be fun.
Yep. It's gonna be awesome.
Heck yeah.
The first three guests were announced as David Howard Thornton, Damien Leone, and Derek Mears.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, And I'm like, yeah, but I'm actually going to Manchester. We're flying to Manchester the week beforehand for the Europe's biggest horror con in
Oh
for the love
wow.
of horror. Yeah, and
Oh,
the
that's
guest
cool.
list, the guest list for that is insane.
I love
Yeah,
that horror, like, you can go the the horror cons made Terrifier so big, with Damien Leone doing all the horror cons. And I love that horror supports, there's so much support with going to the horror cons. I just think that's so
yeah.
cool, you know.
And like I've found, like, and I've said it on many shows, that horror seems to be the closest knit community.
Yeah, 100%.
Um, because no matter what way you look at it, like, and I go back to this picture, and I wish I had saved it. It was like horror done smartly is brilliant,
Yeah.
but horror done stupidly is brilliant. There's no thing.
Oh,
Sorry, it doesn't make sense. But obviously, the tone of the horror film is set, and if you follow it and then mess up towards the end, you'll obviously get a bad rep. But if you have an out there wacky horror comedy, you can kind of do whatever you want, and people are gonna love it. If you have a
yeah.
serious if you have a serious horror film and then all of a sudden go a bit wacky, that's when you run into issues. And that to me is the issue that I have with the original Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah.
So I love the original one right up until the dinner scene.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, when the granddad basically comes back from being a skeleton in the attic
Yeah, yeah, I
and starts
remember.
drinking blood, I was like, yeah, I'm lost. I'm done. I'm out. I've checked out here. So, but yeah, so you're talking second week in or third week in October for
Yeah.
Devour.
Yeah, they're good. They're trying to jump it right in October. I mean, it's a Halloween movie. It takes place on Halloween, so that's perfect.
Yeah, spot on, really, isn't it? But I
Yeah,
suppose overall, it is the kind of month you want to release your horror movie in. But
yeah,
you also run that risk that everybody is running that same narrative.
yeah. Everybody's trying to squeeze it in. I see some movies sometimes jump to November too, or September just to kind of
To
get
beat
that
the
fall.
trick.
Yeah,
Well, a movie we mentioned earlier on. You said that the 2017, the Andy Muschietti one,
yeah.
that done it. That jumped back to September.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, it was originally penciled, I think. Well, over here it was penciled for Halloween week,
Oh, wow, that's
and
cool.
then it jumps back to September. I think something else was going to run against it,
Oh, wow.
and they went,
But
no, hold on,
September is good too. I always think it's weird when they put like a fall theme movie, like February or March. I'm like, I don't know, it's probably would have done better, you know,
somewhere along the way.
weird, weird. So never,
Yeah,
but sometimes it works.
the placement of it can be tough, really, though. Like
Yeah,
you could put it in the right place and still not do well, but you could
yeah,
put it out at the wrong time and it'll just take off.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's,
Like Terrifier last year came out at Halloween time, and
yeah,
it's a Christmas themed movie. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. It's true.
So, like, it is. There's some luck to it, and there's no doubt in my mind about that. You need a bit of luck.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, but werewolf movies always seem to do well.
Yeah, it's its own genre. I
Yeah.
love.
Although I don't know. I send it to people all the time. But did you ever see the clip of the Indian werewolf movie where it goes down as called the worst werewolf transformation scene ever?
Oh
And
wait, oh wait. Was it like a Bollywood
yeah,
movie?
and the wolf shoots
Yeah,
lasers into the lad's eye,
I,
and he starts
I
getting
know.
patches of hair.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it looks
remember
like the
seeing.
Durka guys from Team America.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. That shit was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, good times, good times. Um,
We have a
so
pretty fun transformation scene. I can't wait for people to see
ooh,
it. It's it's not like CG or anything. It's all practical effects.
Oh,
It's we have had a few film festival reviews, and they were rivaling it to American Werewolf in London. Not my words, but I was like, okay, we'll take that. We'll
that's
take
a
it.
that's a bold statement though.
That's high praise. I was like, I didn't say it, but I know they
Um,
used that in the trailer. They but yeah, so that's cool. In the new trailer coming out, they put the review stuff in there sometimes. But yeah,
yeah,
we have a crazy transformation scene that's pretty gruesome and all real. So,
nice. Well, you can't go wrong with that.
because
The
I'm a huge fan of like Dog Soldiers. I love
what a man.
American Werewolf in London, and I there has been some really good CG stuff, but you can't beat the real stuff. Even
Well,
the Howling, it takes like 3 or 4 minutes for it to happen, but it's just so fucking cool. You know,
let me ask you, right? So, if you had to pick, which one would you say is better, American Werewolf or Dog Soldiers?
I would say American Werewolf in London just for the time, but I love Dog Soldiers. You know,
Oh,
I
I
love
think
Dog
I think I'm gonna end the interview here.
Soldiers.
I'm a Dog Soldiers is better guy.
I love Dog
Uh,
Soldiers. I even love Bad Moon. Bad Moon? You ever
Bad
seen
Moon's
Bad?
good. I like Bad Moon, and
I love
it's very underrated as a werewolf movie.
super underrated. I loved Bad Moon. Yeah. With the
Same
dog and all
same
that.
as same as Company of Wolves and things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of them that fly under the radar in terms of really good ones. Now, there's not very many really good ones.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, do you like Ginger Snaps, the first one? I mean, that was pretty
I
badass.
I liked it, but I wasn't sold on it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Uh, like I wouldn't turn it off, but
Right.
I wouldn't rush to put it on.
Yeah.
Um, where I watch Dog Soldiers at least once a year.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%.
I actually got to interview Neil Marshall a year and a half ago.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, he was on the show for his newest movie at the time, The Lair.
Oh, nice.
I don't know whether you've seen it. It's pretty much Dog Soldiers, but with aliens,
Oh, wow.
and
Hell yeah.
it was fucking awesome. There was some great kills in it and stuff.
Yeah,
I
he's
know he
great.
doesn't really like I know he really doesn't like the comparison of Dog Soldiers with aliens, but it's the best way to describe it.
Yeah. I love The
So
Descent too. That's a crazy movie.
yeah, there was I actually so we were talking to Neil on the show, and I had said it to him. I says, "Listen, I'm going to show you something." We were off screen, and I says, "Listen, this just popped up on my Facebook just as we were coming into this chat, right?" And it was like when you know you're parenting right, and it shows like it was some cartoon, right? And it was like your kid wants to watch a horror film, but you think you might have fucked up when you showed this, and it's the scene, Joe, when she turns around with the camera, and the
Oh
creature's
yeah,
just
yeah.
standing behind you, one like this.
Love that.
He's
Yeah,
like,
the neck.
"You,
So
you
cool.
definitely fucked up now."
Yeah, I love that part.
Yeah. And like again, that's another one of those movies, like From Dusk Till Dawn, like Sinners. If you
Yeah.
knew nothing about that movie, nothing,
Yeah.
right? You get 40 to 45 minutes in, and then it
Yeah.
just takes a fucking left turn.
That's
Same as
another.
Barbarian as well.
Oh yeah. And I feel like isn't Descent another 2003? That was a hell of a
No,
year.
5.
2005. Okay. Well,
Yeah. So
early. This is a great time for horror. Early
yeah.
2000s.
Yeah. Speaking of the Descent, there's actually a book coming out this year
Oh
called
wow.
The Making of the Descent
Oh,
by
that's
an author
cool.
called Jane Pipe, who's a good friend of Neil Marshall's.
Oh wow.
She done a book called Sausages: The Making of Dog Soldiers 2 years ago for the 20th anniversary.
Wow.
Um, so yeah, she's sound. She's been on the show as well.
That's awesome.
But yeah, as I said, like what you said about werewolf transformation scenes, I don't know whether you've seen the movie Viking Wolf. Have you?
No, I haven't seen that one.
It's on Netflix. I think it's either Swedish or Norwegian or Danish. It's a Scandinavian one. But
Is that where it turned into like a wolf, more wolf
yeah,
or dog? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think
the
I saw.
the transformation scene in that was fucking phenomenal.
Oh hell yeah! I'll have to
Yeah,
check it out.
yeah, it's
Like,
on Netflix. But
okay, yeah.
I was really hungover watching it, right? And you know when
That's funny.
you know when you're hungover and you're sitting, you're kind of sleepy, and I was watching it, I was like, something's not right with this. And I'm looking at the mouths moving, and then the voices are different. Didn't realize they had it. Netflix automatically had it dubbed to English.
Oh,
So I was like, no, I can't do that. So I paused it, turned on the subtitles, and I just went back to normal. I was like, all right, grand. But it's so good.
yeah. I'm gonna check it out.
It's right up there. It'd be probably in the top 5 for me for werewolf movies.
Oh, okay. Oh
Although
yeah,
for me, I'm not mad on four-legged dog
yeah,
werewolf, so like American Werewolf
yeah.
and like Viking Wolf and others. I'm more of the dog soldiers, stand up, big huge unit.
That's how. That's our. That's
Mm.
ours basically. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
like
what?
12 feet.
Nice, nice. Is it local?
I know, right?
uh, just you know what you do? Just have it walk around in the middle of the street one night.
Yeah, no, we're there's a cool Halloween parade in Atlanta first week of October, and I already got set up. We're gonna have a parade for the movie, just like a
Nice.
trailer, and then the werewolf's gonna be walking around behind the trailer, hopping on and off. Uh, so that'll be fun. I'll get some footage of that and send it to you. So
Awesome.
that'll be kind of funny to watch,
Awesome.
just to
Yeah.
help
What?
promote. We're tiny indie movies, so any promotion
Do you know
like
what?
that.
Do you know what you should do? Right.
Yeah,
Just thinking about it now, right? So you've obviously got that parade, and people are gonna know it's happening, right? But
yeah,
have the werewolf come in from somewhere else.
just run in.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, let you get a couple of feet down and then come in out of the crowd or something.
That'd be cool.
Like if you knew someone that had a shop on the street that it goes, have them wait in the shop and then slink the door open or something.
Yeah, we're doing a few horror cons too. We're doing Days of the Dead, and then
Oh yeah,
Spooky
yeah.
Empire in Florida. Spooky Empire. We'll have the werewolf suit down there and the bat suit. We got this crazy bat suit as well.
Well, maybe reach out to Rick Dansford. He does the Indie Horror Junkie
Oh
one
yeah.
down at MegaCon.
Yeah. I've talked to him before. We did maybe 2 months ago. We did a podcast. We were supposed to do a follow up when the movie comes out. But yeah,
Oh yeah, he's really nice. Yeah, I had him on the
yeah,
show a while ago,
yeah, he's
and
awesome.
he said it to me. He says, "You're more than welcome to come down to the con if you want." And I was like, "Yeah, you gonna fly me out to Florida?"
Oh yeah.
I'd say my missus would have had a great time. Sorry, Zoe, I'll be back in 4 days. I'm flying to Florida. I mean, no, um, it was lovely to be invited and stuff, but
Yeah,
um, I'll get there. I'll get to one of the ones in the States eventually.
yeah, they're fun.
Yeah. But like the amount of people I've had on the show, there's always going to be someone I'd know somewhere.
Yeah,
So,
small
um,
community. That's what I love about it.
yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't know. Like we started out not even having guests, and one guest fell to us, and then another, and then I worked my way through, and now there's more guest episodes than not.
Oh yeah.
So and I do appreciate everyone that comes on, including yourself.
Yeah.
I don't want to hold you all evening either. So
Thanks
um,
for having me, man. This is awesome.
yeah, absolutely. And like I'm trying to do it because normally I'll have seen at least one or two of the projects that like a director or an actor or someone has, but as I said, it's harder to get them over here.
Yeah.
Um, so I will try and um locate some of the movies and see if I can get a hold of them. Or
I could
is
send you a link to Bad Candy. I have it. I have a link I could send you.
oh yeah, if you can, then I'll watch that and I'll get back to you and let you know how it
Yeah,
is.
that one's fun. That's
Yeah.
Corey Taylor and Zach Galligan, and it's more anthology vibes, but
So
um,
trick or treat style.
yeah, very low budget trick or treat.
I
Yeah.
fucking love trick or treat. I actually
Yeah.
have a trick or treat tattoo.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah. It's one of
Well,
my
actually,
favorite movies.
I've got loads.
Oh, hell yeah.
Uh,
It's like the perfect Halloween movie.
I would agree. Yeah, I actually got to meet Quinn Lord there at the one in Manchester a couple of years ago.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
over. We were in early, and there was no one at the table, and my cousin wanted an autograph. So I went over and I got the thing, and I was having a chat with him, and like he's just so down to earth. He's just such a nice guy.
That's cool. That's good to hear.
Like I didn't want to take up too much of his time because I didn't know. I'd never been to a con before, so I didn't know how it worked. But
Yeah.
I'd say if there was no one there at the table, he probably would have kept talking for whatever. He just didn't seem to be one of these people that wanted to rush people away, you know, kind of way.
Right.
So yeah,
Cool.
it's going to be good. But what I'll do is, Scott, I'll leave it there for the evening. I'll absolutely have you back on once the movie drops,
Yeah. Yeah. I
and
can even
we'll
few cast members,
yeah, absolutely
yeah.
bring
Yeah.
bring who you want.
And I know they would love to talk. And I got, 4 hot girls who are in this movie that are just so great actresses. And two of them are kind of blowing up right now, so that's cool. But yeah,
um,
we'll definitely come.
I'm just actually looking at the cast. So I've had Ashley on the show.
Oh, okay.
I've had Corey on the show recently.
Yeah, Corey. Yeah, Corey's in it. Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, that's cool.
Well, who else have you got? Um, yeah, I haven't had any of the rest of them.
Yeah,
I don't think. Yeah, if you want to invite the whole cast, you can invite that. Well, actually, probably you can't
yeah.
invite the
That'd
whole
be
cast because
awesome.
I think there's a limit on what Zoom will let me do. But
Yeah, yeah.
mm,
No, that's fine. That's perfect. Yeah, and
if
I'll
you want,
send you a
if
link to Bad Candy. Check it out when you get a chance. And
absolutely, I'll check it
and
out over the next couple of days.
yeah,
I have to finish off a few things for people that keep sending me stuff, and I'm like, oh yes, I'll watch that. And then I'm like, all of a sudden I look and I have like 10 things lined up, and I'm like, ugh.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now you're
Uh,
good. I appreciate
uh,
you having.
absolutely, and I appreciate you taking the time to come on. And best of luck with the parade for the movie.
Yeah.
And hopefully it all goes well. I've no doubt that it will because werewolf movies are awesome.
Oh yeah.
Uh, um, but what I'll do is, Scott, we'll leave it here for the minute. We'll
Okay.
park it. We'll catch up again in what'd you say, October? I was going to say in a couple of weeks, but it's not a couple of weeks till October. In a couple of months, once the movie drops and people have had a
Yeah.
chance to see it, and then we'll have a deep dive into it.
Awesome. Sounds good,
Yeah.
man.
But I appreciate taking the time out of your day and in your cool office.
No, I appreciate it.
Uh,
Yeah. Talk soon,
uh,
man.
but what I'll do, folks, is I'll leave this the way I leave every single Friday night. In the words of the great George A. Romero, stay scared.
Hell yeah.